Like
it
never
sounds
happened.
blasphemous, but I mean, Beasty's he's a great guy. He lives with us. He really did work really hard for these games. He's been practicing a lot, and I hope beyond hope, Kev, that he can take out Stephano here. It's a tall order. But a little bit of trivia for you fine folks. Last time Beasty played against Stephano, he was in an Empire versus Millennium Clan War, and Beasty ended up winning, I think, 2-1 in that series. And, you know, they've met a couple times on ladder, and Stephano has said on the record on numerous occasions that he thinks Beasty is the best Terran player outside of Korea. So that's a very high praise coming from a guy as good as Stephano.
For the people who wonder, hey, like, I didn't follow the NASL season that close, but I can't even recall Beasty playing in the NASL season. That is correct, guys. He won the Open Tournament, the tournament that got won in Season 1 by Puma and in Season 2 by Torzane. Season 3 it got won by BeastyQT. And in the wildcard playoffs, because he did have to play one round before facing Stephano, he had to play against Moro. Moro pretty well known for his ZVT. Often, in my opinion, he's one of the better ones. Also because he plays TVZ as well, so he knows the matchup inside out. But BeastyQT managed to defeat Miles Moro 3-1 in the wildcard round. And that allowed him to be over here, Ben. Just one best of 5 away against Millennium Stephano.
Yeah, those are
to
pretty
make it to
decisive
Toronto.
wins. And I agree with you, man. I think Moro's got some incredible ZVT. And look at Beasty. He's already mixing it up a little bit. 2 racks opening here on Dual Sight. Dual Sight's a smaller map, and these aggressive openings are pretty strong on it. But if there's anything that we can say about 2 racks, it's that if you do not do damage, you are screwed. 2 racks, a.k.a. screw racks.
As you said, Ben, they played against each other quite a bit in the past. Their overall record is actually not as one-sided as I think many people would expect it. I think quite some people over here expecting perhaps Stephano to steamroll Beasty, but they played against each other 14 times, or at least 14 maps, and the score is 8-6 in favor of Stephano, but it also shows that it's pretty close.
Yep, right away, Beasty managing to deny this drone scout, try to go up into the main base, but doesn't manage to pull it off, and Marine pops out at a good time to chase it away. So we're going to have some pressure coming here from Beasty, and you know, this 2 racks opening, it's, how can we describe 2 racks? It's been around forever. Ooh, look at this, the drone scout actually walking right past this bunker, which looks like it's on fire because it's built on top of a lava pit.
Wow, that's actually very deceiving. I've never seen something like that. Oh, Stephano having a couple of drones over here which are carrying gas. That's
and I love the way Stephano defends 2 racks. Watch what he's going to do here. He'll chase this Marine, and then he'll use these drones to all attack the bunker. And well, I say it, and then he attacks the SCV. So maybe I'm just completely blind to this. But
whoa, a lot of low HP drones already.
Yeah, this is not a bad opening here for Beasty. He's killed 2 drones already, 3 drones even. That SCV's still alive, and the pressure's still coming. First Zerglings are out. Marines can fall back to the bunker here, and this is a good opening thus far for Beasty. Oh, don't get your Marines surrounded, Beasty. That would be a really terrible thing to lose there. Queen is out, and with the new range, she is so good at defending things like this early barracks aggression. So many Zerglings have been made by Stephano. And we can see on the income tab that Beasty's already gotten a small harvester lead, 18-14. But there's no second command center yet. He hasn't even started it, and that is a little bit worrisome for me.
Definitely. Second Queen is out right now as well, and Beasty is going to cancel that bunker, realizing that it will most likely never be completed. Now we see Beasty over here in the left bottom side of the map, dropping that command center as well. For a small moment it looked really scary for Stephano, but Stephano definitely did not underreact, transferring that second Queen and also having quite a few Zerglings. I was actually surprised by the amount of Zerglings that we had over here on the low ground, and Stephano is going to be more than just fine for now. But man, there are no injects in the main base, so his lava production is not as insane as you would normally expect it to be.
And I like that Beasty's continuing to use the Marines he has to just apply pressure. He's making Stephano nervous, and it's working out. He's already forced 10 more Zerglings. And while the worker tab
is really big.
Yeah,
now there's so many
major commitment. So Stephano's going to come out, and he's going to kill this bunker, but there's only a single Marine inside, and the fact that it's on fire is deceptive. So this is not actually burning. It was going to be salvaged, and Beasty's going to get out of there.
Yep, and one more command center going up right now in the main base for BeastyQT, so he's going to follow this up with another additional command center. And for the people who are not that familiar with this playstyle of Beasty, certainly not in TVZ, needless to say, Ben, he's quite a fan of mech.
Yeah, he likes to use some mech plays. It's an interesting way to follow up. Well, I don't know if he'll do it here after going 2 racks, but we'll see. Mech's really good, man. You get a really strong one-punch army. The problem is replenishing that army.
Oh, so many slow links, man. It's actually sort of scary, but beautiful micro so far by Beasty. Now also raising the depot. Wow, Beasty did that very, very well, man.
Yep, nicely done. Stephano droning very hard behind this, though, and he will come out of this with a small worker lead. 29 drones now to 24 SCVs. 6 more about to pop, so it'll even be 35. But Beasty's going to have triple orbital. And like you said, he likes to mech, and 2 factories go down right away, and we'll see how this works out for Beasty. I think in this case, after doing that amount of damage, I think he should continue with bioaggression, but we'll see.
Roach 1 and Bailing Nest going down for Stephano, Ben, so maybe we're going to see a very aggressive Stephano. Those 2 factories are halfway down. If only one of those factories is going to get a tech lab, maybe to research Brewflame, but most likely, or hopefully for BeastyQT, he's going to start producing siege tanks straight away. And then it would be a very good scenario, because I don't think that Stephano is going to tech up. I think he's going to try to finish this.
He's not going to tech up. He's making 4 overlords at once. He's stopped building drones. The drone count shows us 40, so when you see these all-ins, you know, Zerg player stops between 35, 40 drones. And that's exactly what Stephano has done here. He's got enough gas for 8 roaches. He'll probably follow this up with, even more roaches, 10 roaches coming out. He's probably going to follow this up with Zerglings. He'll morph those Zerglings into Banelings, and it's going to be a big, very aggressive attack. Beasty seems, if he's not aware of this, he's at least very, very paranoid, because he's throwing down lots of bunkers.
Yeah, I mean, it's dual side. He knows how Terran players, how Zerg can play on this map. He's going to start with Blue Flame Man, so he's not going to start with Siege. He does have a couple of Marines sort of in position. Look at Stephano, he's just going to send like 3 links to take out just a little bit of extra vision that a Terran player could potentially have. It's going to be tough for Beasty, but with those 3 bunkers, you should say that he should be more than fine. Yeah,
he looks like he should be okay. The one thing that bothers me is that there's no Marauders out. But there are Hellions coming, and Hellions are surprisingly good against Banelings because of the splash damage.
11 Banelings on the way, and we have those 10 Roaches on the map as well. This is going to be a scary all-in by Stephano, and he's bound to deal some serious damage, but is it going to be enough damage to straight up win the game?
It's impossible to say at this point. Beasty realizing what's up. He's throwing down more depots, adding to this wall. Baneling's going to come waddling in. They're not rolling at this point. Depots falling very, very quickly, and a lot of SCVs are going to fall, and the natural is breached. Beasty with just a few Marines and SCVs and this small handful of Hellions, but it looks like Beasty's in some serious trouble here. Stephano up into the main base now. And I don't know how Beasty could have been much more well-prepared than he was, but I guess having tanks is really what he needed. But he has been breached. The Roaches in his main, and they're doing some substantial damage already. 31 SCVs down. GG out of Beasty, and Stephano takes a quick game 1. Well played there by Stephano. And
it's crazy how Stephano is able to make so many links, then lose those links early on. And normally Zerg is all about like how you have to be so careful with your lava early on. And Stephano just always kind of, I don't know, messes around with all laws that we have in StarCraft 2. He makes stuff work when you feel that in. Maybe by now Terran should be a bit better prepared, but this was well executed. Would you say that he's fortunate with the follow-up that Beasty has chosen?
Yeah, I think Beasty maybe made a few mistakes in his decision there to skip tanks, to not build a single Marauder. He was playing really blind. Yeah. And I mean, even having those bunkers, like that was, the bunkers were good, right? But there were only Marines in those bunkers, and Marines don't really get it done against Roaches. Marines certainly don't get it done against Banelings.
Would you say that, considering the fact that he opened up well, he didn't open up, but 2 racks into triple orbital, then just waste scans because your economy is going to be fine after all. You know that
you need to know what's coming. You definitely need to know what's coming. But the biggest thing to me is just he didn't have anything for Roaches, and I guess it's because he was blind. You know, that's what it boils down to. He was guessing.
Yeah, that's what I mean as well with a scan, Ben.
Yeah.
Then often you're less blind.
Thanks, smartass.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with game number 2 between BeastyQT and Stephano. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Lots more StarCraft coming up.